dah? What is your pending project?
One project depending on project oil pump plantation at Sabah. The development of oil palm plantation is known as opening up of land area for the purpose oil palm cultivation and conducts other activities such as land clearing, disposal and biomass management, earthwork, planting and replanting activities. Based on the Environment Impact Assessment (EIA), oil palm plantation development is used as an abbreviated form to cover all the activities above. The objective of this Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) guidelines is to provide a framework for the preparation of an EIA report for oil palm plantation development under requirements specific in the conservation of.
Hi. Okay. This project will give impact towards environment. So let's discuss about the impact towards environment during and after construction. Ecology impact. Flora and fauna that use the forest as their habitat can be affected when the forest had been disrupted to development project. Soil erosion and water pollution. The development will give impact towards soil and the water surrounding or near the site due to land clearing and development. Third, air pollution. The air pollution occurred due to open burning during the land clearing and development process and affected the health of people and living things around it. Land pollution and water pollution. The land and water pollute caused by hazardous materials during and after construction. Disposal of biomass from the palm oil after the construction. Local water supply issues towards catchment area. Over-abstraction of water resource. Water pollution due to usage of agrochemical during the development process.
Hi, we have heard about the impact before. So from the impact that I have stated before, there are a few solutions how to protect environment during and after construction. So how about we discuss further about the solution from the impact?
First, focusing future oil palm development away from forests and peatlands. In places where this is not feasible, new plantation development should take place on suitable soils and areas with appropriate agroclimatic conditions on lands which have already been cleared of forests and should avoid peatlands and other sensitive ecosystems. There should also be no conversion of environmentally sensitive areas such as wildlife reserve, river reserve, wildlife corridors, permanent forest reserve to oil palm plantations. Second, promoting soil conservation measures. A range of soil conservation measures have been developed by oil palm plantation, including contouring of slopes, careful construction of road drains, avoiding earthworks during the wet season, establish and maintaining vegetated river reserve along all watercourses in plantation area. Third, improving water management for existing plantations on peatlands. The most practical way of minimizing subsidence and associated environmental impacts once a plantation has been established on peat is to maintain the water table as high as crop and field requirements permit. Fourth, promoting a zero-waste approach for plantation and mills. The pollution from palm oil mills and plantation can be drastically drastically reduced by adoption of the zero waste concepts. Under this concept, the waste products are considered as source materials for value-added products such as fertilizer and animal food.
This project surely need EIA. What is EIA? And why we need EIA?
Environmental Impact Assessment. Environmental Impact Assessment, or EIA, is an environmental assessment that needs to be carried out for certain projects by a competent national authority which is likely to have significant effect on the environment by their nature, virtue, size or location before development consent is given. A very detailed EIA need to be provided, including full technical justifications and public exposure where significant potential negative impacts or areas of serious public concern are foreseen. The EIA must identify the effects of a project, whether directly or indirectly, based on the following factors: the flora, the fauna, the soil, water, air, the landscape, the material assets and cultural heritage, and lastly, human beings. The authority which is responsible for approving the project must be provided by the developer with information as minimum as data required assessing the main effects of the project on the environment, description of the project such as location, size and design, possible measures to reduce significant adverse effects. Why need EIA? To evaluate alternative approaches, to identify potential environmental impacts and social risks in the area of influence of the proposed projects, to design and combine appropriate prevention, management, mitigation and monitoring measures, to help ensuring protection, maintenance and rehabilitation of natural habitats and their functions, to determine both positive and negative potential environmental impacts of the project given, provide a unique opportunity to demonstrate ways in their own ways.
Now, I will proceed with the act that related to the issues of environmental impact. There are a lot of acts that can be implemented within this matter. Did you aware of this act?
The act that related to the issues: pollution, modification on physical, chemical or any biological properties of the environment by expelling, diffusing or collecting the hazardous substances to environmental, pollutants or any waste product that cause conditions that dangerous to public health. Based on Environmental Quality Act 1974, Prohibition Order for prescribed activities is amended. The Director General may point out a restriction order or stop the work order to person carried out the activities. First, without any approval under the subsection 34A(3). Second, anyone who violates any circumstances attached to the report approval, or third, which in the judgment of the Director General are carried out in manner that will cause damage to environmental. Environmental Act, laws and regulations related to construction industry by CIDB Malaysia. Any construction activities required to obey with the acts, law and regulations that related to the environment. CIDB already identify and collect a list of acts and regulations related to all of the construction activities. This compilation is very useful for the contractors in obtaining ISO 14001 EMS certification. Legislation related to air pollution. EQA 1974, Prohibition on Open Burning. Second, EQ Clean Air Regulations 1978, Burning of Trade Waste in Incinerator Only, Asphalt Concrete Plant, Portland Cement Plant, Facilities Discharging Asbestos, Erection of Chimney. Legislation related to noise pollution. First, EQA 1974, Restriction of Noise Pollution. Second, Local Government Act 1976, Noise as a Nuisance.
As the conclusion of this project, Environmental Impact Assessment (EIA) guidelines are very important to be provided, including full technical justifications and public exposure where significant potential negative impacts or areas of serious public concern are foreseen.
Your picture perfect blue, sunbathing on the moon, stars shining as you're born.